Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Yvette with Yvette's Junk Journal Shop on Ko-fi. That's Ko-fi. I consign journals with artists from all over the world and then sell them on my consignment shop. So hope you guys check it out if you haven't, or if you're familiar. We're going to be inspired today with Phyllis Ghita's journals. So I have 6 here that we're going to show. She also sent me a small gift here, so I'm going to show you that. And then we'll get into these journals after I have a little discussion about some things I need to discuss with everyone. So here we have some stamp and die sets that Phyllis sent me. That was very nice of you, Phyllis. Thank you. I will be using those in journals in upcoming times. And then she also sent me a little collection here of some washi tape, which is always fun to play with, and some little journaling cards. So I'll be using those in some upcoming journals, so I'll be watching for that. Thank you, Phyllis, for giving those to me. I appreciate it. And then before we look at these journals, I do want to have a couple of things to talk about here. So artists in my shop are people who send me journals, and anyone can do that as long as the journals meet my guidelines. I do have a PDF file that I can send to you, which detail my guidelines, and it's an agreement that needs to be signed and sent back so that we all understand how the shop works. And then I have suppliers, and those are hand-picked artists that I have send in supplies for journal making or handmade ephemera. So if you're sending me journals, please do not send any supplies with the journals unless you are a pre-approved supplier with me. So I have enough suppliers now for the size my shop is, and in the future, if things change or if I need additional people, I do have a list started. So if you want to be considered for that, please let me know and I will add you to the list to contact when that time comes. So let's get right into these journals. Oh, one other thing I wanted to mention was packaging your journals. When you send your journals to me, I'm getting some of them that are in the box without any packaging, and they're getting damaged. So please package your journals when you send them to me. And I'm also getting some that are sent media, shipped by media rate. And those, while they are cheaper to send, the post office has told me that if they are handmade, they are not to be sent media and they can be confiscated. So just know that that could happen if you're sending them media. I know that saves a ton of money, but if they are found to be handmade items and not actual media items as defined by the post office, that they will confiscate those. So just putting that out there for you to consider. If you have any questions on packaging or shipping, please let me know. Again, the artist pays the shipping costs to get the journals to me. I pay the shipping costs to get the journals to the customer. So let's go ahead and get into these journals. Like I said, I have 6 of them. I'm going to set them aside as we start to go through them. And we'll go from there. So the first one I'm going to do here is this pink one. Let me move the others kind of off to the side here. And it's a fabric covered repurposed book, 3 signatures. She's done some applique work on the front and the back. Let me move this tassel so you can see. It's tied with a piece of black leather strapping or tie, what do they call that, cording. And then it has a little chain and bead tassel on there. This whole thing comes off with a clip at the top. And let's get into this. I'm going to move the tassel out of the way so that it's not in the way here of looking inside. So as you can see inside, she has rounded all the corners and she's inked around all the pages. This is called The Princess. It's a fabric covered repurposed book, 5.5 by 8.5, 3 signatures, 86 pages, and she used Apricot Zephyr Tennyson's Princess kits by Lindsay Zenor. She also used Bow Bunny and willow and sage papers, paper packs, and avocado dyed pages, and a Mariposa pack from Home Paper. So let's go ahead and look at this journal. So as you can see, very soft colors. She's got tuck spots and pockets and a little bit of die cutting here on the edge of that pocket. So I think this is looking like a blend of writing space and adding your own photos or mementos. There's a little pocket here, a page pocket, or side loading pocket, I guess. And if you've watched my videos before, you know I don't show you every single little detail, but I do kind of try to give you a good idea of what you're going to have in the journal. She's got these little angled pockets here that are all loaded up with ephemera. Those are really cute. Flip spots with tuck spots inside. And these little corner pockets are really cute. She's got angled belly bands here. It's a very unique look. This is your avocado dyed paper there. She's got a flip spot here. So really soft colors, pretty little touches, and I like that she consistently has the rounded corners and the inking on all the pages. That gives it a real cohesive look. And then the back has a pocket there as well. So that is the princess. We'll set this one aside and look at the next one here. So this is also a fabric covered. We have a doily on the front. She's done a little collage work with a key and some textured paper there. This is really cute with the buttons down the spine. She's got two signatures, it looks like. And this is like a, it almost feels like a men's kind of suit coat kind of feel to it. That's cool. And then let's see what this one is called. This is Vintage Fashion. Fabric covered repurposed cover is made out of a book, 5.5 by 8.5, two signatures, 94 pages. And she used the kit from Lindsay Zenor, What She Wore, which is a digital kit. It has fabric lace, Tim Holtz paper dolls, coffee dyed papers, sewn to, Park Lane. Okay, papers by Park Lane. Sorry. And then here we have a pocket on the side. So Vintage Lady Fashion. Again, she's rounded the corners and inked all the pages. So there's that cohesiveness again. This is a fabric pocket here. And ledger paper. So if you're not familiar with Lindsay Zenor, she is Nevermore Creations on Etsy, and she has digital kits that she offers. And she used to do consignment, and I have purchased the consignment portion of her business, and that's what I'm doing now. So Lindsay's no longer doing that, and we each have our own kind of set of rules and guidelines. We don't like to say rules, but guidelines. And so yeah, message me if you're interested in listing your journals with me. Again, it's really pretty the way she's put this all together. And it's got that vintage feel. There's a pocket here, belly band. This is a paper doily there. And this is really cool. It's got texture on there. She kind of wrinkled it up so it has a little bit of texture to it. That's cool. Got some buttons on this one. Definitely a fashion themed. A little bit of a sewing theme as well. And there we have it. Down at the bottom here, she's got some beads and a little wooden spool. And then the closure, just as an elastic closure, comes around on this little post there. Let's put the paper back in. All right, so there's that one. Let's take a look at the next one. This one has sunflowers on it. It has a double tie here. It's got a little bit of lace on it and some sunflowers on there. She's got a layered up image on the front here, and then beads on the spine. Looks like 2 signatures, and kind of a batik material on there. Let's move that over here. Oops. So this is called Sunny Sunflower, fabric covered repurposed book, 5.5 by 8.5, 2 signatures, 92 pages, and again a kit from Lindsay Zenor's Sunny Days. Let's go ahead and look in this one. So in the front here, she has a bulb pin with a cute little flower on there. Has a side loading pocket here. She's done some page trim on, or die cutting the trim, or paper punch, that's the word I'm looking for, on the edges, and again rounded the corners and inked those all up. So gives a really nice look. She did a little bit of die cut there. Little vellum pockets in here, and this has a print on it. I don't know if that's picking up on the camera. Yeah, it looks like it is. Some ink dyed pages, stamping. So a little more room in this one for your journaling. Has some paper in there with some cuts on the edge of the paper. Double pocket, corner pocket over here, and this is kind of textured as well. Belly band. Very pretty cherry journal. It's got a little flower back here, a little bumblebee on it. That's cute. Put the paper back in. I always forget to put the paper back in. All right. I'll just tie that one up later. Next one here looks like we have a moth theme. It's a fabric on there. We have metal corners on the edges of the journal, 2 signatures. We have this pretty tassel with all different kinds of textures and ribbon, and it has a little bead here that's got some sparkles in it. Looks like some glitter. And then she has down at the bottom, there's a crystal and a little dragonfly and just a bunch of little feathers on there. It's a really cute tassel on that. And this one is called The Moth. It's a fabric covered repurposed book, 5.5 by 8.5, 2 signatures, 84 pages. And it is called The Moth. So she has used Spooky, Delicate, and Poison Lace, which is by Lindsay Zenor. Let's take a look at this. So she's got this black, you'll see on the edges of the pages, she has it trimmed out in some black lace. This is like a cotton kind of crocheted lace on there. These aren't rounded corners, but they are notched with a little decorative punch on there. Avocado dyed paper. So definitely as we're going into fall, you know, this would be a great journal for a October daily journal. And it's got a little bit of spook factor, but not too spooky. So some people like that spooky darkness and other people like a little bit of it, right? So this has just a little bit of that. Really pretty pages. She's decorated them up nicely. And again, she's got that consistency with the inking around all the pages with the black ink. And then just a little bit of that decorative corner at the top there. So it's all those little touches that make a journal special. Paper back. We've got two more to look at here. This is a bee themed. We have fabric on here, and these are kind of textured. They're kind of bumped up. Different fabric on the spine here. 2 signatures. And then on the back it's the same fabric. And she's got this cute little, I don't know, there's like a little bee on there. There's little ribbons. Some of these are like pom-poms. Let's take a look inside here. So it's called Queen Bee, 5.5 by 8.5, repurposed book, 2 signatures, 84 pages. And the kit she used is Bee Blossoms by Lindsay, avocado dyed paper, and a couple different paper packs. Let's take a look at this one. In the front here we have a tuck spot. So she's paired the yellow with the pink from the avocado dyed pages, and I think that really works well. And then she's added little bits of scrapbook paper that are in the same color palette. So you have a little bit of yellow with the pink, and then just a touch of green in there. This is all textured up. That's really cool. There's some more avocado dyed paper. This one definitely has a little bit more writing room than some of the others that she sent us. But, and she's got these little envelopes here, though. That's a nice idea. 3 little envelopes there that hold little journaling spots. She's got different size pages to give a little bit of texture and a little different look to it. Get some stenciling there. So there we have that one. And the last one we have, I thought this was a unique closure too. It's a little stretchy bow that goes on there. And the last one she has here is called Nature. It has a yarn tie on it. It has a little removable tassel here with a couple of feathers on it. It has material fabric down the spine with 3 signatures. And this is called Nature, paper and fabric covered, repurposed book, 5.5 by 8.5, 3 signatures, 132 pages. And she's used Nature's Diary, Birds and Moths, and Ink Saver kits from Lindsay Zenor. She also has Tim Holtz wallpaper and ephemera and coffee dyed paper. So for those of you who may not know, Nature's Diary is a kit that I commissioned with Lindsay for her to create. I was looking for something to make a journal for my son that he was a street poet in New Orleans at the time, and I wanted something that was nature themed and music themed and typewriter themed. So I couldn't find anything already done, so I talked to Lindsay and she made a kit specifically with those things in mind. So it works really well with nature journals, just because of the feel of it. And you'll see here, I'll point out a couple of the pages as we go through. But again, those are available through Lindsay's shop on Etsy. We have a side pocket here. Again, she's rounded the corners and inked them all up. And for those of you who make journals, you know that takes a little bit of time, but it just gives a nice feel to the journal. Got a little bit of bling down here. Tuck spot here and here. And here we go into our third signature. This is from the Nature's Diary kit there. This is as well. And then on the back, that's part of the kit as well. So there we have that. This is called Nature again. And all of these are available in my shop. Again, that's Yvette's Junk Journal Shop on Ko-fi. That's Ko-fi. Hope you check it out. If you don't find anything that you'd like to purchase, but you would like to support what I'm doing, I do have a tip jar on my Ko-fi site. And starting at just $5, you can give me a tip so that it helps with shipping and advertising and things like that. So help support the artists, and I hope you guys got a little bit of inspiration from today's journals. Thank you so much, Phyllis, for sharing them with us. They are beautiful, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much for watching.